Hi, today I'd like to show you how to create a drawing of Mittens trying to catch some snow. So we're going to be starting off with a drawing, and then we are going to add color, and then we can add a collage snowflake to reach. Okay, so for this project, you will need a white piece of paper and crayons or colored pencils and a marker. Any color will work. I'm going to use a cool color of blue. Okay, so when we think about wearing a mitten, we want our hand to look like we're going to be wearing a mitten, not a glove. We're going to put 4 fingers together and have our thumb sticking out. And however you want to place it on your picture plane is fine. It's up to you. How do you want to be reaching up? And if you have room with your little hands, you could do 2 hands on yours, but I just have room for 1. So we're going to get our marker ready and put the top on the tip like a little hat. And we're going to place our hand where we want our mitten to be catching our snowflake. And we're going to trace around to give us the shape of the mitten. So I'm going to start at my wrist and I'm going to slowly go around, just tracing the contour, and I'm going to stop. Now I'm going to change directions and go around the contour or the edge of my thumb, stop at my wrist. And there we have a shape for our mitten. We could use a line to close it off. And then the little band that keeps the mitten on your hand, we could make 2 short lines and then a longer line to connect to create a rectangle, 2 short sides and 2 long sides. I think that looks really nice. Now, to look like my hand's really reaching in on this picture plane, I could incorporate my arm. And all I have to do is think about my arm would reach on this side and then make another line for the contour on this side. And there I have my arm, which could turn into my shirt easily. Okay, so we have the shape of our mitten and our arm, and we have all of this space in the outside. So let's focus on the mitten first. We could create a pattern in the band of our mitten by just any pattern you want to create, but I'm going to make short line pattern. I'm going to repeat these to create the texture. It kind of looks like my sweatshirt, how you can see those little lines that repeat to show texture. And then in my mitten, I can draw a pattern too. Decorate it how you would like it to be. Today I'm going to create a pattern using lines. So I would like to start at the tip, and I'm going to make a straight, and then I'm going to create a wavy line. Go slow and careful so that you can create your lines. If I'm going to turn this into a repetitive pattern, then I'm going to start over with my pattern with straight, and then what comes next? Wavy, straight, wavy, straight, wavy. Now look right here on the thumb. This looks like I could continue this onto the thumb to make it match. Okay, now I'm ready to create my snowy sky, that the snow is falling down. Snow is ice crystals, and it's little droplets of water that connect and freeze as they're falling from the clouds. So you can design them however you want, but they're usually balanced in a circle. So I'm going to show you how to use a letter X. So create an X and a white spot. Then you can draw another line going through the center. You could even add another line, and this looks really nice. But they have crystals on them. So I could add some little circles that go around to represent crystals. And create more just looking in my white space. And they don't all have to be the same. You can create them differently. You could even have just some circles falling. Ooh, watch this, overlapping, a circle behind a circle. Look at that, overlapping. I think I'll make another one here and change it up a little bit. And I have space here. I'll make a really big one. Can run off the bottom of my picture plane. Oh, y'all can't see that. Let me scoot up a little. And ooh, I have overlapping again. Look, my mitten is in front of this one. So let's create some more detail and balance that in a circle. That looks really nice. Create some more. And I think I'm just about ready for crayon. So I'm going to close my marker. Make sure you hear that pop. And you know, listen, you know that it's closed and it won't dry out. And you can use your crayons or color pencils to color this in however you want. And I'm going to show you that now. For the next part of our project, now that we've finished with our color, notice that I layered colors in the background to show some cool sky. We are ready to create a collage of a snowflake, or two or three, however many you want to make. I'm going to create a snowflake on my mitten to show that I caught one. I have this wonderful scrap paper. This was cut off of some other papers that I was using to draw on that I'm going to use to make my first one. You can tear paper to create your snowflake, or you can cut it. And I'm going to just tear some pieces, and I'm going to start with that X formation the same way that I drew the snowflake. So I'm going to take some glue stick. You'll need a glue stick, and this is where I want mine to go. So I'll just press that into the glue, make my X, and then create more lines converging through the center. This is already really cute. I love how it has these little holes in it. Creates a nice detail. I'm gonna make another one here. So there's one way that you can make a snowflake and catch it. Or you could just take a white piece of paper and you could cut some strips. Oops, that one didn't come all the way off. You could use 5 or 6 strips, and let's see, I'll have another one right here. I'm gonna go ahead and put my glue down and start with my X. Create this style, or you could use a square piece of paper and fold it to create a triangle. Fold the triangle in half again and fold it nicely. Then you could cut some shapes out of the edge. You could fold this again actually in half, but I'm just going to show you right here. I'm cutting triangles, letting them just fall out. And I'm going to go all the way around my triangle that I folded, cutting out triangles. You can cut anything. Oh, let's just cut a little half circle out right here. Maybe some smaller cuts. And open it up. Okay, open it up. And you could make this kind of snowflake to go on your drawing just as a mixed media piece. Whatever you want to do to finish this out.